Something I can help you with? Would you be interested in helping us by bringing in some bounties? This isn't a bounty, so to speak, but we're looking for a man named Batono who's been missing for some time. Also, 2 ruthless killers that we'd managed to capture and hold here in the TSF station escaped and are currently at large. We're also looking for any information about the imposter Batu Rem. Batono is the overseer of dock operations for Zerka and was assisting us in uncovering the elusive black market smuggling operation that appears to be operating at a Citadel station. A few weeks ago, he suddenly disappeared and hasn't been heard from since. Not much, other than what I've already told you, and the fact he was investigating Docking Bay 3. I spoke with some Zerka guards near the docking bay, but they didn't seem like they wanted to cooperate with a TSF officer. Maybe you'll have more luck. Thank you. Keep me updated. What is it? They were spotted by security cameras in the docking area, and we quickly moved in to apprehend them. We captured them shortly after you were placed under house arrest. Some sort of electrical malfunction. A side effect of the false Batu Rem's attack enabled them to escape. They overpowered their guards and escaped into the Citadel. I can't imagine anyone would want the help of killers like them. Perhaps exchange, but they've never openly crossed us before. There are 2 of them, a Rhodian and a Deveronian. They're well armed and obviously extremely dangerous. They haven't left the station as far as we know. All right, just be careful. We've already lost 2 good officers to them. What is it? You mean the assassin who tried to kill you, right? The real Batu Rem's one of us, and he's off the station on leave. I hope Batu's okay, though I'm expecting the worst. Shame. He was a good kid. Positive. They were about the same size and build, and he'd done a good job of disguising himself, but he definitely was not Batu. Yes, we looked into it and found that he arrived via a tramp freighter in Docking Bay 3. Unfortunately, the cargo and passenger manifest as well as departure location was not disclosed to us. That's all the information I have for you. If you find anything about the real Batu Rem, we'd like to know if he's safe. Something I can help you with? To be honest with you, I just don't know. We desperately rely on the fuel to keep Citadel Station running. If we can't find a new fuel source soon, we'll be in bad shape. There's enough fuel in the reserves to keep Citadel Station from falling out of orbit, and for managing the restoration project, but not much more than that. Absolutely. We need to find a new fuel service, sign contracts, make agreements. A soldier like me is not good at that sort of thing. You? You've got enough trouble, I think. And this is all your fault anyway. Look, it doesn't matter what I think. But sure, if you find someone with a load of fuel in their hand they'd like to sell to us, let me know. I'll be waiting.
Something up? All right. What did you want to know? All right, but I'm out of credits, so it's Republic Senate rules. That's where we waste a lot of time trading cards and trying to beat each other. But in the end, nobody wins. Everybody loses, and nobody accomplishes anything. It's like stalemate, except the goal is to pass time until the audience gets bored and leaves. Sure, shouldn't be a problem. It's basically a numbers game, but I can give you the ground rules. Something up? All right. All right, but I'm out of credits, so it's Republic Senate rules.
Welcome to Entertainment Module 081. I regret to inform you that we still do not have any new information on the matter of your missing ship.
Zerka's mercenaries are getting out of hand, and they're too much for the TSF to handle. We need Republic troops to restore order.
A Republic ship was supposed to have arrived to take control of the situation here. I hope it's not too late. The problems are becoming too much for the TSF to handle.
I hear the refugee problem on Nar Shaddaa is getting out of hand. I met someone who managed to escape. He didn't even want to talk about it. Most people don't stay on Telos long unless they work here. No one wants to get bogged down in the troubles. I hear the refugee problem on Nar Shaddaa is getting out of hand. I met someone who managed to escape. He didn't even want to talk about it.
Donos emeragith, wanara chi drumta sa inchobin sasha, dosimana rachata. Taranamo sibu and dasarans, crema sunkun ratungala, chawi mo jubu and kosoracha. Donos emeragith, wanara chi drumta sa inchobin sasha, dosimana rachata.
Dragonix one gestale lurcha jemu mepete rungchoda, ruka sole molosoch. Yatuka uwanrika chotin wani maurata wakata chi luma lithpa. Dragonix one gestale lurcha jemu mepete rungchoda, ruka sole molosoch. Takome jagmeski, nudna duchung wesintadoru tu mogograble. Walia dosabolia nuon sotoduko na mabajorun. Kachichu ita haldunga. Charika yayakta, min sobachina ninga ballo cha juksoni chortuna. Takome jagmeski, nudna duchung wesintadoru tu mogograble. Walia dosabolia nuon sotoduko na mabajorun. Kachichu ita haldunga. Kavanatakalu! Kavanami Donkey Grato.
To je ale překvapko, čekal jsem, že mě napadnou, ostatně jako vždycky. když jdu proti jim zločineckým zájmům, jak jsme zvyklí z jedničky. Ale skoro bych se až vsadil, že nás napadnou později.
Sidan Gelfa Inukan Gelfa Linda Grufta Gruftadan Gelfa Hoi Sidan Gelfa Gelfa Inukan Gelfa Linda Grufta Sidan Jelfa Vaninugan Jelfa Linda Trufta. Truflata Vanibu Jelfa Sidan Jelfa Vaninugan Jelfa Vapuilta. Truflata Vapuilta. Truflata Vanibu Jelfa.
I hear the refugee problem on Nar Shaddaa is getting out of hand. I met someone who managed to escape. He didn't even want to talk about it. Most people don't stay on Telos long unless they work here. No one wants to get bogged down in the troubles.
Seems like mercenaries are popping up everywhere now that the war's over. I wish the Republic would bring them in line. Maybe it's time I headed forward. Things out here on the Rim are getting too dangerous.
Donos Imeragith, Wanarakorachi Drumta. Donos Imeragith, Wanarakorachi Drumta sa Inchobin Sasha. Dosimana Rachata. Donos Imeragith, Wanarakorachi Drumta sa Inchobin Sasha. Dosimana Rachata. Donos Imeragith. Donos Imeragith. Wanarakorachi Drumta sa Inchobin Sasha. Dosimana Rachata. Donos Imeragith. Wanarakorachi Drumta sa Inchobin Sasha. Dosimana Rachata. In Wamagro, may Rangana Noruta. Machabi Doko, Donaranga Manachunga. Machabi Doko, Donaranga Manachunga. The Ranamo Sibu and Dasarans, Krema Sunkun Ratungala, Chawi Mo Jubu and Kosoracha. Loka Kamaran and Doso Ran with no Chabi. Tu Rantamana Sobu.
Kawana bota yunta tanga kinamatura. Tayaita ta bosananansata. Ta cometa que playa justing miki gongo beas. Da hupa bosa kurata go jujuto yoki. Hiata yamba wajiake yukito tune. Kawana bota yunta tanga kinamatura. Tayaita ta bosananansata. Tong hite mosi jochia yumba litawa e bawa tune ruta. Kawana bota.
This dock is off limits pending an ongoing TSF investigation. Move along. This dock is off limits pending an ongoing TSF investigation. Move along.
Sinan Gelfa Inuga Gelfa.
I'm glad you're here. I'm the only man the TSF could spare, and frankly, I got a bad feeling about this.
Excuse me, Master, but it seems we have some additional visitors.
Tufta.
Master, one of the assailants was carrying this.
Phew, I'm glad that's over. Still, death might have been preferable to the amount of paperwork I'm gonna have to fill out for this. Phew, I'm glad that's over. Still, death might have been preferable to the amount of paperwork I'm gonna have to fill out for this.
I will trust your judgment, Master. I am yours to command, Master. I shall do so now, Master Habak. Farewell, and farewell to you as well.
Truth Blava, Nibu Gelva, Truth Blava, Nibu Gelva, Hoisidan Gelva, Inuga Gelva, Wabuelta, Nibu Gelva, Wabuelta, Linda Truth, Hoisidan Gelva, Inuga Gelva. Sidan Gelva, Inuga Gelva, Linda Trufna. When does Hori Sidan Gelva, Sidan Gelva, Inuga Gelva, Linda Trufna. Sidan Gelva, Inuga Gelva, Linda Trufna. Truth Blava, Wabuelta, Truth Blava, Nibu Gelva, Sidan Gelva, Inuga Gelva, Linda Trufna. Hori Sidan Gelva, Wabuelta. Sidan Gelva, Inuga Gelva, Linda Trufna. Hori Sidan Gelva, Wabuelta.
Good day. I am B4D4, Administrative Assistant for... How may I... If you will allow me to look at it... Yes, this is indeed a Zerka-manufactured holdout blaster. Zerka Corporation is the galaxy's leading weapons producer. A blaster of this model is quite common. However, it does seem to have some non-standard modifications. I'm sorry, but that's all I can tell you. Good day. How may I help? Of course. She has been expecting you. You will find her through the door and down the hall on the right.
A lot of us are tempted to go, though. Asgol might not be a good guy, but for enough credits, any risk is worth it.
I wish the Ithorians would take their hood ship back to Ethor and let us do our job.
The hours are terrible, and the pay isn't much better. Still, having a solid job in these times is something to be thankful for.
I will arrange transport to one of the restoration zones on the planet's surface. You will be safe from the TSF there. For the services you have offered to Zerka, you will also be reimbursed. I trust that is an agreeable arrangement. Of course, I will instruct the commander to await your arrival. I simply do not have time for you. My hands are full with trying to manage the restoration project without the aid of a droid intelligence, which you so kindly gifted to the Ithorians. If there is nothing else, I would prefer it if you left our premises. Batono, of course. He was one of our former employees. Let me tell you something. There are far too many like him. Do-gooders who believe that because of the things Zerka must do to remain successful and profitable, we must be evil. They do not see the impracticality of their beliefs. They do not understand the realities of the galaxy. If certain funds must be paid, then Zerka will gladly pay. If competitors removed, then Zerka will do its part to forward progress. Batono could not see this. Before leaving our employ, he stole many of our records, then began to stalk our movements on the station. Harassment, but conveniently overlooked, sanctioned perhaps, by the Telosian authorities. I'm curious, though, as to why you are looking for him. I see. Well, I suspect he's putting his nose into something or another. People like him can't mind their own business, always needing to pry into matters that don't concern them. I do know he spent some time in the company of the Ithorians. I assumed that was the reason for his efforts, that he thought by inventing stories of Zerka's evil, he could put Chodo Habat and his incapable assistants in charge. But if you are searching for him, and find him, there would be a reward for any information of his whereabouts. Silence his lies and fabricated untruths. His slanderous accusations are a needless trouble atop a great many troubles this planet faces. If credits are what he wants, then Zerka will pay him for an easy settlement of this situation. Otherwise, Zerka will be forced into a lengthy petition process with the Telosian Council. If your conscience demands it, then by all means. Just remember, a reward is waiting for you.
Only authorized Zerka personnel are allowed beyond this point.
I do not approve of this alliance we have formed with Chodo Habat and his Ithorians. Habat has an agenda, and he hopes to tie you into it to use you to his own ends. Be that as it may, it would be best if you avoided such needless entanglements. You are too valuable to be caught up in the struggles of this planet. I cannot force you to listen to reason, only hope that you will grow past these infantile delusions of right and wrong.
We've received some reports that the Miraluka colony of Qatar was destroyed, with no survivors.
Something I can help you with? A blaster. I don't see why not. What? Where did you get this? Interesting. This is no ordinary holdout blaster. It's been outfitted with a number of illegal modifications. You say you found this at the docks? That is disturbing news. When off-world weapons are transported onto Citadel Station, whether they are personal arms or shipments to be resold, they are inspected and licensed by the TSF. This confirms my fear that there is a source of black market weapons and components here on the station. I could use your help getting to the bottom of it. We have found a number of blasters similar to this one, as well as a crate of contraband weapons upgrades. A relative stranger as yourself might be useful for the investigation. You'd be compensated, of course. Great. The first thing I would suggest is showing the blaster around, discreetly. See if anyone on the station knows something about it, or at least reacts suspiciously. There's more than a few people around here I'd suspect having a hand in this. Anyways, good luck. Let me know if you find the source of the blaster. Something I can help? What is it? The real Batu Rem or the assassin Batu Rem? Oh, what is it? Docking Bay 3. More suspicious activity from Zerka's private dock. If only we had something more concrete, I could launch a full-scale investigation. But Nar Shaddaa? Sounds like you've made some powerful enemies. Here's the reward for the information. And if you find out anything else about Batu, real or fake, let me know. What is it? What have you discovered? Damn that woman. Do you have any proof? I wish that were enough. To finger Zerka, we need hard proof. As far as the killers go, we need them dead or alive. Our jurisdiction doesn't stretch out to the restoration zones. If you find anything else out, let me know. What is it? Something I can help you with?
Welcome to Entertainment Module.
Loka kamaran endoso ran with no chabi. Duran. Donos emeragith. Wanara korachi drumka sa inchobin sasha. Dosimana rachata. Taranamo sibu and dasarans. Krema sunkun ratungala. Chawi mo jubu in kosoracha. Taranamo sibu and dasarans. Krema sunkun ratungala. Chawi mo jubu in kosoracha. Tonoranga manakaran. Bipo inshawa. Tonoranga manakaran. Bipo inshawa. Parama kangwana kojokitsa. Taranamo sibu and dasarans. Krema sunkun ratungala. Chawi mo jubu in kosoracha. Loka kamaran endoso ran with no chabi. Duran tamana sobu. Donos emeragith. Wanara korachi drumka sa inchobin sasha. Dosimana rachata. Chabi doko. Tonoranga manachunga. Donos emeragith. Wanara korachi drumka sa inchobin sasha. Dosimana rachata. Loka kamaran endoso ran with no chabi. Duran tamana sobu. Loka kamaran endoso ran with no chabi. Duran tamana sobu.
To samozřejmě je jenom tak na oko. Abychom odhalili zdroj.
Taranamo Sibu and Dasarans, Krema Sunkun Ratungala, Chawi Mo Jubu and Kosoracha.
Jo, on je teda dokonce vůdce, jo, tak v tom případě máme všechno, co jsme potřebovali.
Kring lorcha wata jortungi chiwi we wata wama. Kinchu sa chiki, watike butemilia no wistiketa kun nublati mikun. Kavatumpa munsuru kuplaliyawa. Bo bagaragawanda ya kawana bota yutatanga kinamatura. Tayaita. Tonghite mosi jotia yumba ditawa epa kawana bota yutatanga kinamatura. Dahuba bosa kurata go jujuto yoke hiata yamba wajiaki yukito tune. Takometa playa justinga miki gonko beaste. Kun grabi la kingo mulara, ta come tak, playa justinga, miki gonko beaste. Kun grabi la kingo mulara, kichi punta grasa kisha. Punta chivita inka kikrai.
Yeah, there's nothing swoop fans like more than seeing a good wreck.
Sintatita krom, doci patonone noto? Kawana bota yutatanga kinamatura. Tayaita tahosanan hansata. Dahuba bosa kurata go jujuto yoke. Hiata yamba wajiaki yukito tune. Kavadumpa munsuru kuplaliyawa. Bo bagaragawanda yaitua ulwanji yuma. Kavadumpa munsuru kuplaliyawa. Bo bagarkauton kau.
Všimli jste si toho, jo? Náš čas byl 40-17 a on řekl, že jsme nepřekonali nejlepší, který nějak něco přes 41, to se teda povedlo. Pojďme do toho na ostro, snad se to povede tak dobře jako v tréninkové jízdě. I když v mém případě z mých zkušeností, v mém případě mi to vždycky šlo líp na tréninku, než pak na ostro, protože na ostro jsem byl pak hodně nervózní, ale to bylo způsobený špatného výchovu. To nesejde, to nebudem rozebírat blíž. Tak doufám, že na ostro to bude stejně dobrý jako v tréninku. Pojďme na to.
Kawana bota yuta tanga kinamatura tayaita ta bosananansata dovrei kun mili vuosa slima puwanga sawana mucha. Gavatumpa munsuru kuplaliyawa bo bagaragawanda yaitua ulwanziuma.
To byla jízda, ještě lepší než ta první. Bezva. Je se to nějaká odměna, nebo to je jenom tak pro zábavu?
Gavatumpa munsuru kuplaliyawa bo bagaragawanda yaitua ulwanziuma.
Když to srovnám s odměnama, na který jsme byli zvyklí z prvního dílu, tak je to vážně jenom takový symbolický. Ale to nevadí, 500 samozřejmě dobrá.
Gavatumpa munsuru kupla Gavatumpa muns kawana ka.
Hey there! Care for a game of Pizzac? Hey there! Care for a game of Pizzac? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm only here to relax and play. So, you game for a game?
Zerka's mercenaries are getting out of hand, and they're too much for the TSF to handle.
The war has really inflated prices here in the Outer Rim. Medical supplies are in short supply.
Ah, so you must be the Jedi everyone's been whispering about. No more trouble with the TSF, I hope? Perhaps you don't know who I am? You haven't been on Citadel Station long, have you? Let me introduce myself. I'm Bennock, the man in charge of Lopak Slusk's protection. You do know who Lopak Slusk is, don't you? The two gentlemen with me are Matu and Mahata, Slusk's finest men. Other than me, of course.
Oh, leave the woman alone, Bannock. I bet she'd come out on top if you fought.
Now, look, I meant no disrespect. You're probably Slusk's strongest one.
It's your skin, Bannock. Just warning you, Slusk could easily replace you.
And I doubt you could cause any. Trading jabs with Luxa is hardly the entertainment I was looking for. Let's go.
Gabadumpa munsuru kuplaliyawa. Bo bagaragawanda yaitua ulwanjiuma. Chone mulera. Tonkinge bano jansaga nikaraska. Tanjanik mawimbo kranda nibilhan. Kawana bota yutatanga kinamadura. Tayaita tapos na nansata. Dovrei kumilimuosasi. Yun sokoi. Daupa o sakurata o jujuto yoki. Hiata yamba wajiati yukito tune. Kawana bota yutatanga kinamadura. Tayaita tapos na nansata. Kawana bota yutatanga kinamadura. Tayaita tapos na nansata. Gabadumpa munsuru kuplaliyawa. Bo bagaragawanda yaitua ulwanjiuma. Basabatus lima puiwanga duchunga nikni tara seleriti matmuntana. Balaki cheminga. Bawan mitra janta junto Moscow. Nandini sunur krunta kanta jipicha. Kamuli raki. Narengini krambas nusut. Tonino bapinko neyaka. Chuba picha. Tuna yuma mochinawa. Gabadumpa munsuru kuplaliyawa. Bo bagaragawanda yaitua ulwanjiuma. Dahupa o sakurata o jujuto yoki. Hiata yamba watiata yukito tune. Kawana bota yutatanya kinamatura. Tayaita tapusanan hansata. Kawana bota yutatanya kinamatura. Tayaita tapusanan hansata.
Jarumamba konduso. Donace rami. No se nega. Moros mas morana. Tono research makaran. Nika sorcha kawan boto kamana. Hapka ram rundi rota nonawi.
Entomes mi paju. Watamincha yokolondo ado nukulabira wa. Tines un soto.
Sunaranga machochane dota lutu. Pado krem so chiche no shi wendido. Dron tite yaba. Morata gomana. Kova chokchi. Moskali. Miki mokba moka.
Tinor crelun. Conferento gring. Banokrok nixerento doncha morbansum.
Kavadumpe masuraku. Popayi botenya. Tache morota kamsa. Javaskobo sabjo. Rijiso karvenokso. Mochito sasa grindeyo. Kawanabota atagwa kankadiwa. Yutaka alwanji yumaliba. Tues mahawika si wawanta mogu ika wansoba. Wakama nurawa. Hentu mishmanta junsero norchocha. Dolo shusa jaka dosa ninanta. Shujina rancha bashla shina shok.
Vosa sholuta da nesi tuch. Wiso te borogoto. Yatuka uwanrika chotin wanima orata wakata chi lumalisba.
Rentundas, Mauritian Elva. Fidan Gel. Truth Blackfa, Vapoelta, Truth Black Fandible Gelfa. Fidan Gelfa Vadinoga Gelfa, Linda Trufta, Truth Blackfa, Vapoilta, Truthblood Fungible Gelfa, Sidan Gelfa Vadinoga Gelfa, Linda Truthda.
What the? You're not CSD. What are you doing here? What? No, you must be mistaken. You're probably looking for a previous tenant or a neighbor. Dole sent you. Can't say I'm surprised. He was the one who wanted me to come forward in the first place. Easy to say that, but you're not the one Zerka will send its assassins after. Sure, but everything takes time. Testifying before the council's deliberation, time that Zerka could use to rub me out. You might be right. I don't think Zerka has gone so far that it's willing to openly clash with the TSF. But Zerka has eyes everywhere. I'm not even sure I can leave this apartment safely. You? Look, I'm sure you can handle yourself, but I think this might be a little out of your league. A Jedi? Jedi or no, Gren wouldn't have sent you if he didn't think you could get the job done. All right, fine, but we need to get moving. Lead the way, I'll watch your back.
What do we have here? Batono, if I'm not mistaken. You've been a hard man to track down.
Who are you?
It doesn't matter who I am. It's you we've all been looking for. Executive Lawso sent me to take care of some unfinished business. That's fine. We weren't planning on taking him anywhere anyways.
That was a close one. I need to keep moving. Let's leave this mess for the TSF guards to sort out.
I have to hand it to you, I'm damned impressed. Not only did you find Batono, you convinced him to testify against Zerka to the council. And believe me, that's no small feat, considering I think Batono is as stubborn as ever.
You don't sound happy to see me, Kren.
Of course, I'm sure you have other things to be doing. The bounty is yours for finding Batono, and a bonus for bringing him back as well.
I don't have anything for you, but thanks for saving my life. I'll try and return the favor someday.
Something I can help you with? Something I can help you with? I'm not surprised to hear that. We've been very curious about his business arrangements, but have had trouble getting any real evidence. Samhan's no fool. He knows just how far he can go, and he stays a hair's breadth within those lines. But he seems to trust you. Maybe we can use that to our advantage. If we could catch Samhan in the act, we could arrest him and have more than enough evidence to have him put on trial. But it's catching him in the act that's the problem. If you could convince him to trust you, we could hit him right in the middle of a transaction. Just see what he wants you to do. We'll have to play it by ear from there. Good luck. Something I can help you with? What is it? Something I can help you with?
Sidan gelfavani, juhtadan gel. Sidan gelfavani.
This dock is off limits pending an ongoing TSF investigation. Move along.
Kawana botai.
Donos Emeregith. Wana. Donos.
Jawana masoring kechadu.
Is there something I can do for you? What's there to say? We're the only corporation with a branch on Citadel Station. Getting in early, as they say. If this whole Telos thing pans out, we could be in a great position. If Lorso doesn't screw it up, that is. Yeah, it's a long shot considering the state of the Republic these days. Still, if it works out, the Republic may decide to start restoring other war-torn worlds. At least, that's what Zerka hopes. If we can integrate ourselves into the process, Zerka stands to make a tidy profit in the future. Quite a few ways. As part of the Republic contract rewarded for a planet like Telos, Zerka is allowed to use the planet's natural resources to help fund and support the project. On top of that, the Senate's easy to negotiate with. They're liberal with the amounts of credits they throw around, even with the Republic being in the shape it's in. And of course, new planets mean new markets for Zerka products. All in all, a very good arrangement for us.
Buď zdrav, synku. Já nejsem tvůj syn, dětku.
Forget it. She's my superior, and that's that. She'll screw up soon enough, and then I'll move in for the kill. She's got her hands in too many dirty little... whoa, I think I've had a few too many drinks. I shouldn't be talking to you about this stuff. Just forget it. So, you're back. I'm Zerka employee, Citadel Station Branch, number 85. Finally worked my way out of the trenches into a promotion. Then Zerka transferred me here to the Outer Rim to manage the military reclamation effort. And that wasn't the worst of it either. Now I've got Lorso as my new superior in a career that's going nowhere. What's there to say? We're the only... If this... Good. What would you know about it anyways? You didn't claw your way through the massive faceless Zerka employees to finally be rewarded with a meaningful posting, only to have it taken away by some woman who'd stoop to anything to get ahead. She's got her hands in too many dirty little... whoa, I think I've had a few...
No, stejně jsme se ve finále nedozvěděli nic nového, protože už dávno víme, že společnost dcerka je absolutně prohnilá.
I don't understand your problem with the Republic. It's not like Onderon hasn't benefited from joining.
It was one of the darkest days in our history. Talia sold Onderon to the Republic, and what did we receive in return? Nothing. In exchange for the blood of our soldiers, the prosperity of Iziz has been stripped to decorate dead planets like this.
Look, if it weren't for the Republic, you'd all be speaking Mandalorian by now.
And because we accepted the Republic's aid, we should be indented to them forever?
You make it sound like the Republic turned Onderon into a prison colony.
Perhaps. Only that the Republic did not even conquer us. Our own betrayed us and allowed the Republic to take what it would.
Hello there. You know, I heard about what happened at the docks. Can we talk for a bit? Hand it over and let me take a look at it. I can't say I recognize it. It's good work, though. Whoever fixed it up knew what they were doing. It's certainly not mine, I can tell you that. Oh, so forward. I like that. I handle vice. You know, spice, gambling, the good things in life. For the local exchange boss, Lopak Slusk. Don't worry, I won't make a move on you. That Squid and I don't see eye to eye on a lot of things. You being one of them. Look, are you really Jedi?
Bezva. Mně je samozřejmě jasný, že ten pozdrav byla upomínka na zaklínače, proto jsem na to odpověděl právě ve stylu těch hlášek a mohl bych pokračovat. Uhodl si mi jméno, všichni mi skutečně říkají dětku. Moje jméno je Geralt a říkají mi prašivý proměněnče nebo odporný mutante.
Exactly. This exchange bounty has nothing to do with you. But Slusk, my boss, won't listen to me. Still, you seem a very capable sort. Tell me, are you a capable sort? Good. I like that anyway. So here it is. Help me with Lopak Slusk, and I'll keep the exchange off your back. And find your missing ship. What, besides his being your typically slimy Quarren? Slusk works for Goto, out of Nar Shaddaa. Now this Goto, he's rigid, ruthlessly efficient, and all he sees are numbers. Goto keeps the squid around because he maintains a steady flow of income. It is only half of what I know it could be. I should be the Citadel's boss, but Goto doesn't allow breaks in the chain of command. I can't go over Lopak Slusk's head, so I've got to take care of him myself. And I want your help. I can get you into the exchange suites in Residential 082. They're west of the entrance. More than a few of the guards are in my pocket, so there shouldn't be too much resistance inside. When Slusk's out of the way, I'll clear up this bounty matter and get your ship back. Deal? We'll speak again then. Best of luck.
Ta hudba je docela hlasitá, takže to zeslabíme. Takhle to bude, myslím, úplně bohatě stačit. Pro efekty platí to samý. Nejdůležitější je pro nás mluvení.
Lopak Slusk is waiting, beautiful. Come back when you're done. Lopak Slusk is waiting, beautiful. Come back when you're done.
Well, if our treasury continues to be sapped for projects like this one, Onderon will be the next dead planet on the outer...
It's always the same story. When things are going well, no one ever thanks the Republic. Oh, but when the problems start, that's always where the fingers are pointed first.
Závody kluzáků už máme za sebou samozřejmě úspěšně. Akorát tady byla pouze taková symbolická odměna, ale na tom vůbec nesejde.
Parama kawana kojogiza. Taranamo sibu endasarans. Krema sunkun ratungala. Chawi mojubu kosoracha. Bomababe wanto susintu mukarata. Tu esfrektonatada ber mabar chokto. Torenibu inturata sisi meborokra. Donos imeragith. Wanarakorachi drumta sa inchobin sasha. Tosimana rachata. Machabi doko. Donaranga manachunga. Donos imeragith. Wanarakorachi drumta sa inchobin sasha. Tosimana rachata. Moka kamaran endoso ranwi no chabi. Tu rantamana sobu.
Já tuhle tu špinavou práci pro ně dělat nechci, doufám, že to bude moc rovnou oznámit.
Moka kamaran endoso ranwi no chabi. Tu rantamana sobu. Taranamo sibu endasarans. Krema sunkun ratungala. Chawi mojubu inkosoracha. Loka kamaran dosoran widno chabi. Tu rantamana sobu. Tonoranga manakaran. Epoenshawa. Bo mababe wanto susintu mukarata. Tu esfrektonatada ber mabar chokto. Torenibu inturata sisi meborokra.
Když počkat, zase na druhou stranu, když se jenom pár lístků, tak bychom se možná i s těma Itorianama mohli dohodnout, že vlastně, když dostaneme hodně pár lístků z té rostliny, tak dostaneme tohle tak se tohle parchanta bavíme. By možná šlo, uvidíme.
Tanabewe, Tandi Groto. Paramakawana.
Taky to zkusíme jít oznámit kapitánovi bezpečnosti. Nebo lépe řečeno poručíkovi Grenovi.
Something I can help you with? If we knew when he was going to make a shipment, then we could catch him. What are the 3 things he needs? All that? If that's the size and substance of his usual shipments, it helps explain quite a bit. It will take some time for me to assemble those. All right, everything's here. Take these to Samhan. After that, come back to me and tell me the exchange has been made, and I'll go to the dock module to wait for him. If he won't let you leave until the transaction's completed, go with him. I'll post one of my men near the docking bay, and if he spots you, he'll summon me. Understood?
Super. Jsem rád, že to proběhlo takhle jednoduše, aniž bychom museli dělat něco v rozporu s naším přesvědčením. Poručík to všechno zařídil a určitě se s nima domluvil, takže se to pak vrátí. A navíc ještě dostaneme tyhle ty černý pasažéry, tenhle ten černý špinavý trh.
I'll be there, don't worry. You just make sure you get him to the docking bay. We have to catch him in the act.
A Republic ship was supposed to have arrived to take control of the situation here. I hope it's not too late. The problems are becoming...
Loka kamaran dos. Paramakawana Kojukitsa. Taranamo Sibu and Dasarans. Krema Sunkun Ratungala. Chawi mo Jubu and Kosoracha. Loka kamaran doso ran with no chabi. Tu rantamana sobu. Tonoranga manakaran. Epoenshawa.
About time you showed up, Saman. Get your things loaded. I'm already behind schedule.
Loka kamaran doso ran with no chabi. Tu rantamana sobu.
You don't understand how it is with Zerka.
When the process stops working like clockwork, questions get asked, and we don't want questions asked, do we?
The
faster we get this loaded, the faster we can get it out of here.
Stop right there. You're all under arrest and your possessions will be seized as evidence.
That's
enough, Samhan. Don't bother protesting your innocence. We know all about your business thanks to our friend here. He's got a grenade. Take him down. I thought you might see it my way. All of you, come with me. I think you may be overconfident of your chances, Samhan. We now have evidence of your smuggling operation, and even the Council cannot ignore that. Again, I have you to thank. Without your assistance, it would have been impossible for us to place Samhan under arrest. Now we can be certain he will be removed. I believe a long sentence awaits him, and the Citadel will be rid of his influence for good, though there is always the possibility another will take his place. I promise to pay you handsomely for your assistance, and I'll keep my word. Now I must attend to my other duties. Again, thank you for your help.
Rádo se stalo. Jenom malý moment. Si skočí pro pití.
I don't know what it is, but you look different. It's hard to explain, but it's good to see.
To je tím, že jsme opět získali mnoho bodíků světlé strany za naše dobré skutky. Za pomoc. Ostatním případě, jako v tomto případě, za zatčení zločince.
It shows. It's kind of inspiring, to be honest. Anyway, just wanted to mention it. I think the others have noticed it too. All right, what did you want to know? Something up?
Something I can help you with? What is it? Something I can help you with?
Už je dobrá. Další cíl je úplně jasný. To konkrétně tenhle ten úkol. 2 v 1.
Loka kamaran doso ran with no chabi. Tu rantamana sobu. Donos imaragith. Wanara gorachi drunka sa inchobin sasha. Dosimana rachata.
Zerka's mercenaries are getting out of hand.
Sobojun sama piton. No sukama rontisi renti. Manama kropa putani kris. Dosokanki, Jiso maranesh insando krapa moletek, marawala chiso luchraka. Tinachara, graracha, ganoiso, to torando krani, terando nosh wiwana hoto, dosokanki, Jiso maranesh insando krapa moletek, marawala chiso luchraka.
Radši bych vylepšil něco z toho stávajícího, ale bohužel to nejde. Maximálně tohleto.
I'm terribly sorry, but there must be some sort of mistake. I don't have a record of your appointment. Are you certain it was for today? Well, if... Very well. What was your name? Excuse me, Lopak Slusk's appointment has arrived. Please open the inner door. There you are. Have a good day. Lopak Slusk should be waiting within.
With pleasure.
Slusk. I may have had a hand in this, yes? Now that's all wrapped up. I've got to thank you for your help. It's a shame I have to turn you down after you asked so nicely, but no. I always did break a lot of hearts. Slusk's dead, but Godo's still my boss. I'm shipping you to Nar Shaddaa, Jedi. Dead or alive. If you don't want to defend yourself, that's your choice.
Maybe Nar Shaddaa isn't such a good idea after all.
Did we just see what happened?
The Exchange is one of the most powerful groups on the Smuggler's Moon. If this Goto wants you so badly, it'd probably be a good idea not to show up on his doorstep, wouldn't you say? Not to mention, I'm sure Lopak Slusk has friends on Nar Shaddaa that won't be happy to hear he's gone. Yeah, you're right. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
Please don't kill me. I'm only doing my job. Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me.
I simply do not have time for you. My hands are full with trying to manage the restoration project. If there is nothing else.
Original. Father will reach Wolfgang Chief. Kolodusa. Sidan Gelfa Vaninovan Gelfa Linda Tufta. Sidan Gelfa Vaninovan Gelfa Linda Tufta. Fannibo Gelfa, Vapuilta, Oisidan gelfa vadinugan gelfa. Tuntuf lava. Fandibu gelfa. Oisidan gelfa vadinugan gelfa. Vapuelta. Fandibu gelfa. Vapuelta. Lippatuf. Oisidan gelfa vadinugan gelfa. Sidan gelfa vadinugan gelfa. Lippatufta. Tuftadan gelfa. Oisidan gelfa. Sidan gelfa vadinugan gelfa. Lippatufta. Sidan gelfa vadinugan gelfa. Lippatufta. Sidan gelfa vadinugan gelfa. Lippatufta. Tuntuf lava. Vapuelta. Tufla fandibu gelfa. Sidan gelfa vadinugan gelfa. Lippatufta. Tuntuf lava. Vapuelta. Tufla fandibu gelfa. Sidan gelfa vadinugan gelfa. Lippatufta. Brinpuntas. Oisidan gelfa. Vapuelta. Sidan gelfa vadinugan gelfa. Lippatufta.
Smooth.
Tuntuf lava. Vapuelta. Tufla fandibu gelfa. Sidan gelfa vadinugan gelfa. Oisi. Sidan gelfa.
Something up?
So, you're back. I'm Zerka employee, Citadel Station Branch, number 85. Finally worked my way out of the trenches into a promotion. Then Zerka transferred me here to the Outer Rim to manage the military reclamation effort. And I wasn't the worst of it either. Now I've got Lorso as my new superior in a career that's going nowhere. What's there to say? We're the only corporation with a branch on Citadel Station. Getting in early, as they say. If this whole Telos thing pans out, we could be in a great position. If Lorso doesn't screw it up, that is. Yeah, it's a long shot, considering the state of the Republic these days. Still, if it works out, the Republic may decide to start restoring other war-torn worlds. At least, that's what Zerka hopes. If we can integrate ourselves into the process, Zerka stands to make a tidy profit in the future. Quite a few ways. As part of the Republic contract rewarded for a planet like Telos, Zerka is allowed to use the planet's natural resources to help fund and support the project. On top of that, the Senate's easy to negotiate with. They're liberal with the amounts of credits they throw around, even with the Republic being in the shape it's in. And of course, new planets mean new markets for Zerka products. All in all, a very good arrangement for us. Yeah, Jana Lorso. That woman's a... Look, forget it. She's my superior, and that's that. She'll screw up soon enough, and then I'll move in for the kill. She's got her hands in too many dirty little... whoa, I think I've had a few too many drinks. I shouldn't be talking to you about this stuff. Just forget it. What? What do you mean? Wait, are you talking about accessing the mainframe? The Zerka mainframe? You're crazy! What are you, some kind of slicer? Well, I'm sure there are a dozen sorts of dirt on Lorso in there, but it's a closed system. This is a joke, right? You're CSD, aren't you? Loyalty test? And I want Jana Lorso looking dirty. Alright, other than Jana Lorso, only B-44 has free access to the mainframe. He's a protocol droid, her administrative assistant. If you control B-44, you could walk right in. Right, whatever. You could use B-44 to get into the mainframe. Nearly all the Zerka technicians are planet-side these days, working the recovery zones we've taken from the authorities. We've contracted out the maintenance for the office's protocol and utility droids. The guy Chano lives in the apartments in Residential 082, Unit 2B, I think. If you had his credentials, B-44 would leave with you willingly. I've told you everything I know. I don't think we should be seen talking to each other anymore.
Donos Emeregith, Wanarakorachi Drumka sa Inchobin Sasha, Dosimana Rachata. Tonoranga Manakaran, Ipo Inshawa. Tonoranga Manakaran, Ipo Inshawa. Taranamo Sibu and Dasarans, Krema Sunkun Ratungala, Chawi Mo Jubu and Kosoracha, in Wamagro, May Rangana Noruta. Boka Kamaran and Doso ran with no chabi. Du Rantamana Sobu. In Wamagro, May Rangana Noruta. Chabi Doko. Tonoranga Manachunga. Tonoranga Manakaran, Ipo Inshawa. In Wamagro, May Rangana Noruta, Bomababe want to susintu Mukarata. To Esfrectonatata Bear Mabar Chokto. Torenibu Inturata Sisi Meborokra. Bomababe want to susintu Mukarata. To Esfrectonatata Bear Mabar Chokto. Torenibu Inturata Sisi Meborokra. In Wamagro, May Rangana Noruta. Febko Emariam Gawata Situ Insula Raka Rakachata. Tamaso Kinchuda Wanka. Mopiguna Wana Si Chokoratawa. Donos Emeragith. Wanarakorachi Drumka Sa Inchobin Sasha. Dosimana Rachata. Tonoranga Manakaran. Donos Emereg. Ton. In one. Look. In one. Ton. In one. Bo. In one. In Wamagro. May Ranga. Donos Emeregith, Wanarakorachi Drumka Sa Inchod. Loka Kamaran and Doso ran with no chabi. Du ran Taranamo Sibu and Dasarans, Krema Sunkun Ratungala, Chawi Mo Jubu and Kosoracha.
To jsem tedy zvědav, jestli ho tady ještě příště najdem.
Donos Emeregith, Donos Emeregith, Wanarakora.